Hi everybody, we are back again with our best tutorials. As many of my subscribers, not many, but the subscribers mailed me that we want to discuss on cluster. So if I talk about cluster, it is not generalized to my OS or it is not generalized to a specific technology. So cluster is anything which provides you redundancy of resources which may be at of various levels. What I mean by various levels, it can be on your network level, it can be on your storage level, it can be on your OS level, it can be on your application levels. There are many cluster solutions in the market, but they basically follow the same cluster solution terminology. So what I mean by terminology means what they talk. Like if I talk about SUSE cluster, they will be saying CIB. If I talk about MySQL, they will be saying quorum. So the terminologies might vary in their name, but they have same basic understanding. So what are the closest cluster components that I have observed in every technology? They are resources, cluster information, shared base, monitor and cluster databases. So what are resources? Resources, like what do you want to put it in cluster? You want application to put in cluster, you want CPU to put in cluster, you want memory to put in cluster, you want hits to put in cluster, and cluster information. There should be somebody who should be holding the cluster information. Shared base. There should be something which should be shared among the clusters. Monitor and cluster database. There should be something who should regularly monitor that cluster and regularly monitor the cluster database. So these components we will be discussing in more detail by picking the one cluster terminology in our coming videos. So now the slide which is really important, this is a really good question in interview, why there is a need of cluster. So we may find approach to get the following advantages. What are those advantages? High availability. I want my application to be available all around the globe irrespective of my irrespective of failures. If my application goes down on one server, it should be clustered in a way that it should be fail over to another server. And what is load balancing? Load balancing, I don't want my server to be highly loaded. I want my server to be loaded following some algorithm. It might be round robin, it might be first come first. So there should be specific algorithm which should be used on a server so that the load should be balanced properly. Then what is latency reduction? Now latency reduction is my site is opening in 5.2 seconds or milliseconds in India and it is opening in 10.3 seconds in Russia. So I should be maintaining this latency, that it shouldn't be like it is opening in 5.2 seconds in India and it is opening in 20 seconds in Russia. It shouldn't be like this. So if I can cluster my application replica over the two locations there, then I can reduce the latency reduction. So what is disaster recovery? If my site goes down in one location, it can be recovered in second location in a specific time period. So these are the basic cluster needs that I think we can say these are the advantages of cluster. Last but not the least, please subscribe these tutorials because we are working hard so that you guys can have a basic understanding of each and everything in Linux. But obviously, we also need some motivation. Thanks.